racist, feminist, and homophobic. Yes, it's really interesting.
Okay, so it kind of helps you learn about, those sensitive topics, right?
Yes.
Sounds like a good movie. It's great. I love movies that educate you about things like that. Nice, nice. All right. Well, thank you to those that watched movies or a series. That's good. You have you have a good level of English. You have a solid foundation. That means you have a good level. Now you have the ability to explore the language by yourself alone. Okay? If you don't explore the language alone, you will never be a good speaker, a good writer, a good listener. You need to explore by yourself. Okay? Explore it. You know what I love? I love when my students they listen to music or they watch a movie, watch some series, and then the next day they ask me, "Hey, teacher, I saw this word in the series. What does this word mean?" And then I explain, "Oh, it depends on the context. It means this, this, or that." Oh, okay, it makes sense. And you can watch the movie and then ask me about the definition of the word, or you can Google it, whatever you prefer, right? And I will help you. All right.
I have a question.
Tell me, Yasmin.
In the movie, um, use the expression sick. What does sick?
Sick like this? Check out the chat.
Yes.
Sick. It depends on the context. In the context.
They use like expression like I guess like um I mean I don't know
Okay. Sometimes people use the word "that's sick." No? Was it like that?
only sick.
Oh, okay, okay. Okay. So that sick and sick is usually the same thing. It's like saying wow. It's like saying
Okay.
wow, sick. Like that's really cool. But it can also mean like disgusting, sick. Like it's very disgusting. So that's what it can mean. It can mean wow, or it can mean disgusting, sick, depending on the context, right? That's a
I
good one.
thought that say enfermo.
Yes, I mean yes, yes. That can be an also. No, that's an idiom, a modismo from you know the English speaking countries. Sick. It's a good one.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Well, I am very thirsty. I ate sardines and they were very salty. So very thirsty right now. But well, like I said, I appreciate you watching the movies. Today, we're going to do lesson D. We have to work a little fast, okay? And then tomorrow we're going to review for the quiz, and the quiz is Monday, okay? And Andres, the secret that I told Ismael yesterday is that the more time you spend in English, the faster you will learn. That is so obvious, but you know, there is no magic to learning English. You know, I learned English in 6 months, but that's because I went to school for 8 hours, 8 hours every day. You go to school for English 1 hour and 30 minutes. That's a big difference. yesterday I did the mathematics with Ismael, and you know, for you to have the same time as me in 5 months is going to take you 3 years, more than 3 years. So, you know, if you want to learn English fast, you just need to dedicate it more time. That's the only trick. All right. And I'll explain more to you later. But right now, let's begin. Marley is here. I know you hear him. Can everybody see my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
What is the title of this lesson?
An amazing story.
An amazing story. Okay, don't open your books. Don't do anything. Okay? Just listen. An amazing story. All right. Look at these girls. Pretty little girls, right? This is my question. What do you think of when you see the word twins? These are twins. What do you think of when you see the word twins?
Sounds like with the same characteristics.
Same characteristics. Okay, thank you. Same characteristics. What else? That's all?
Two people, two people,
Okay, two people.
similar people.
Okay, similar people. All right, cool. And this this is true. They usually have the same characteristics. It's two people because twin has TW, like in two twins. Okay, remember, whenever you see T and W, it usually has to do with the number two. Okay, TW, twins, two. Remember that. And yeah, it's usually with similar people. This is my next question. Everybody, on a piece of paper, I want you to write your answer to this question. How do you think your life would have been different? Oh no. With an identical twin. How do you think your life would have been with an identical twin? Like, what changes?
It's
Okay.
hard.
Okay.
Will be hard.
Okay. In your piece of paper, I want you to write your answer, and then
Oh,
everybody is going to share. Okay.
okay, okay.
Yes. Everybody, please write your answer.
Yes.
Yes. Ismael, are you finished?
Yeah.
Let's see. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by its toe. My mother told me to pick the very best one, and you are it. Andres, how do you think your life would have been with an identical twin?
I wrote right. If I had an identical brother, I think that my life would be more famous. And I had one person that I'll be inseparable and also with a lot of problems.
Why problems?
What's problems?
Yeah, why problems?
Why? Because I'm a difficult person. So, two, I don't know. I don't know, man.
Thanks, you're honest. Very good, very good. And let's see. Ismael, how about you?
Um, I don't know. I never think this, but I think maybe I found with something with my same age and my mind. I can talk with him about interesting topics.
Yes, yes. What topics are interesting to you?
I don't know, astronomy or things like that.
Yes, that's
Games
true.
and this.
That's true. That's true. You do like astronomy. Excellent. Do you believe in like the horoscopes and stuff like that?
Well,
Do you believe in horoscopes? Like, the signs, Scorpio, Pisces, Gemini. Do you believe that stuff?
I don't understand you.
Everybody has a sign, you
Mm-hmm.
know? Everybody has a sign. You have Cancer, Pisces, Taurus, Scorpio, Gemini.
Ah,
Do you believe that?
no.
Okay, cool. So you're into astronomy, but not astrology.
Yeah.
Excellent, excellent. Thank you. Yasmin? How do you think your life would have been with an identical twin?
I think it will be fantastic because she go to the work when I got sick or stuff like that.
Excellent, excellent. Yeah, that would be cool, right?
Or she make my test,
Yes,
my
maybe
English
she's
test.
good. Okay, yes, maybe she's good in English and you can do her psychology
Thank you,
tests.
thank you.
Uh, that's nice, that's nice. Thank you, Yasmin.
Thank you
Jackie?
for destroying me.
I'm just kidding, Yasmin.
Maybe we would wear the same clothes and I would try to cut my hair differently. And we would create our own language.
Wow, that's cool. That's cool. Have you ever thought about this possibility before?
No,
No?
no.
I would definitely do, what Ismael talked about. We can talk about interesting topics. Yasmin too. You know, for example, I am horrible in science, but maybe my twin is good in science. And they can help me with that topic, and I can help them with math. And Jackie, we can also make our own language, different things, our handshakes, all of that. I completely agree with all of you. All right. Thank you for sharing. So let's begin. Okay. So, like I said earlier, the title of this story is oops, Separated at Birth. An amazing story, separated at birth. Now, let's have a little bit of a prediction, okay? Remember, we're talking about twins, identical twins. And the title of the lesson is An Amazing Story. And the title of the article is Separated at Birth. Okay, let's predict. What do you think the story is going to be about? It's going to be about what? What is it going to be about? Somebody make a little prediction. Remember, no prediction is wrong. Use the context. Twins, amazing story, separated at birth. What do you think we're going to read about?
The, it's going to be about people, similar people.
Okay. Okay. Yes. Similar people. That's good. That's good. We're talking about twins. But let me explain this word at birth. Birth is when you are born, the day that you are born, the day that you come out of your mom. Remember, your birthday is the day you are born, your birth. And it says separated at birth. Come on, think about it. Make a little prediction with that context. What is the story going to be about?
It's going to be about when they born separate and one live with a father or the other live with a mother. I think.
It's a good prediction. Excellent, excellent. All right. Let's see if that is true. But first, today is June 24th, 2020. And the objective for today is to read an article about twins and to write a family story. All right. If you have your book, please open it up to page 60. Okay. So what Yasmin said is true. You know, that's cool. Um, things that might happen in the story. One twin goes with the mom, the other with the dad. Okay. What else do you think is going to happen in this story? Make more predictions, more predictions.
Um, two people with similar situations.
Okay. They have similar situations. What do you mean?
Same problems, or I don't know.
Okay, maybe they have the same problems. Okay, cool, cool. That's good. What else is going to happen in the story? Come on, two more things that you think can happen in the story. They separate, but what else? They have similar problems. Okay, but what else happens?
Mm, I don't know. What more?
You don't know?
No.
Okay. Well, this is what I think. All right. One twin goes with the mom, the other goes with the dad. Well, no, let me help you. Okay. They separate. But what? Do they find each other? Or do they die? They never know about the other twin? What do you think happens?
How do you say it? Yeah.
Can you repeat that?
They find each other.
Yes, they find each other. Is that what you wanted to say, Yasmin?
Yes.
Okay. How do you think they find each other? they find each other?
College.
No, so in the car.
College.
Okay, they find each other in college. Okay, that's good, that's good. And what happens? Do they become friends? Or do they hate each other? Are they angry at their parents? Do they become friends? Do they talk to their parents?
They become friends.
All right. So now, listen, I am going to read a story to you. And I want you to tell me, are our predictions correct? Can everybody see?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Listen, let's check if our predictions are correct. Separated at Birth by J.D. Heyman. Remember, don't worry about the vocabulary. If you don't understand a word, it's okay. Focus on the other words. Tamara Rabi and Adriana Scott. Growing up, they had a weird feeling something was missing. Turned out that something was their long lost twin. After constantly mistaking one for the other, friends had put two and two together and arranged a reunion. Within weeks of showing up for her freshman year at Long Island's Hofstra University in New York, strange things started happening to Tamara Rabi. Strangers would smile and wave at her, then walk away peeved when she told them she didn't know them. They must have thought I was crazy, says Rabi, 20. Sometimes they'd ask me, do you have a twin sister? And I'd say, no. Just down the road at Adelphi University, Adriana Scott kept hearing similar questions about her dead ringer at Hofstra. Nudged by friends, the young woman got in touch by email and discovered they both had been born in Guadalajara, Mexico, and adopted. Then Adriana's mother, Diana Scott, dropped a bombshell. When she and her late husband, Peter, a vice president at a moving company, adopted her, they knew she had a twin who at the time was unavailable for adoption. Adriana's discovery was a moment I dreaded for 20 years, says Diana, a receptionist. While the Scotts raised Adriana in the Long Island suburbs, Tamara's adoptive parents, Yitzhak and Judy Rabi, who didn't know she was a twin, brought her up in Manhattan. My family was very cautious, says Tamara, who learned about Adriana shortly after Yitzhak had died at age 58. Even after they saw her photo, they had doubts. I was like, come on, guys, the picture looks exactly like me. Late last year, the girls agreed to meet on neutral grounds at a local McDonald's and discovered that practically the only noticeable difference between them was a small birthmark above Tamara's right eyebrow. Her voice was what got me, says Adriana. I just sat there in shock. Even their mothers had trouble telling them apart. Since then, the reunited twins and their widowed moms have formed a close bond. And recently, they took a spa vacation together at a plush resort. Tamara's sister could have been anyone in the world, but it turned out to be this wonderful girl, says Judy, 56. Tamara adds, it's like I'm starting a whole new life. For 20 years, I haven't had a sister, and now I do. So let's look at our predictions. Things that might happen in the story. One twin goes with the mom, the other goes with the dad. Did that happen?
And the first one,
Did one twin go with the mom and the other with the dad?
it's similar with different families.
Yes, so that one is not correct. Um, yes, they went with different families because they were adopted. So not the original mom and not the original dad. Okay? Let's see. They have similar situations. They have similar problems. Do they?
Um, no, um, maybe.
Maybe. Do they have similar problems, Andres? Yes or no?
No,
No?
or yes. I don't
Yes?
know.
Anybody? Jackie and Yasmin, Ismael, you're very quiet. They have similar situations. Do they have the same problems? Nobody? Okay. Well, yes, they have similar situations. They have the similar problems. They go to different schools, and sometimes their friends would confuse them. You know, one of them, um, in this case, it was Tamara. Strangers would wave at her and smile, and then walk away peeved when she told them that she didn't know them. So they confused Tamara for Adriana, right? And same thing with Adriana. You know, people asked Adriana, "Hey, do you have a twin?" And she's like, "No, no." So they confused her. Did they find each other? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. Did they find each other in college?
No.
Where did they find each other, Andres?
No McDonald's.
McDonald's, yes. And did they become friends?
mm, mm, yes.
Yes. Yes, yes. She says, I'm starting a whole new life. For 20 years, I haven't had a sister, and now I do. Okay, let's do these questions together in the bottom. Okay, it is 5:24. You have 3 minutes. Please answer these three questions.
Okay.
Okay, Ismail, okay, Yasmin, okay, yeah, Jackie?
And yes. Okay.
Yes.
3 minutes. All right. So let's discuss the questions. Now read the article and answer the questions. Were your predictions correct? How did Tamara and Adriana get to know each other?
In a McDonald's. So I don't know if it refers to a place or a way.
They find McDonald's.
Okay, okay. Well, it's kind of like two things, no?
Yes.
It's kind of two things. Yes. Yasmin, did you say something?
Yes, they find in McDonald's.
In a McDonald's? Okay, but how do they, make plans for McDonald's? How?
With email.
Very good. Okay. So you can say they got in touch through email, then met at McDonald's. Old McDonald's had a farm. Number 2. How are Tamara and Adriana alike? How are they different? So basically, how are they similar? How are they different?
They are similar, just a small birthmark.
Exactly. They look exactly alike. Just a small birthmark on whose eyebrow? on Tamara's
What's birthmark, teacher?
right eyebrow. A birthmark is like a little stain on your skin that,
Lunar.
yeah, it's kind of like that.
Yeah.
I didn't want to say it in Spanish, but yes, it is that. Or anything, you know. Like my sister has, right here has, it's very brown. You know, it's not a lunar, but it's something very weird. But that's what she had since she was a baby. It's her birthmark, a mark of birth. Have you ever heard of a similar story to theirs?
No, me no,
Not to me.
not me. Sorry.
Okay, very good. No. Thank you. Very easy. Me neither. I only hear about this kind of thing like in movies. All right, let's do this next exercise. Andres, can you read the instructions, please?
Uh, D, per word. Find these words and expressions in the article. Can you figure out their meaning from the context? Match each expressions with the similar expressions on the right.
All right. Well, I gave you 4. Peeved is annoyed. Nudged is encouraged. Drop the bombshell is gave shocking news. And F, dreaded is feared. Let me see if I can put. Oh, it's not possible. Ismael, can you see this? Or is it too small?
No.
But on your phone, can you zoom or no?
Yes.
Yeah, but
Oh,
it's particle when
that's not good.
I put some.
Okay, that's gonna be a problem. Well, um, to answer these, you have to use the context from the article. And I guess we're gonna have to do it little by little. Like I said, peeved is annoyed, nudged is encouraged, drop the bombshell is gave shocking news, and dreaded is feared. Okay, what do you think is put 2 and 2 together? Oh no, hold on. I have a better strategy. Let's look at the words and see which ones we already know. Put 2 and 2 together, showing up. 7, on neutral ground. 8, telling them apart. Or 9, formed a close bond. Which ones do you already know? None?
Um, knowing who is who.
What?
One.
Okay, knowing who is 1. Oh wait, no, it's not.
Mm,
Okay. Well, let's look for these words. We have put two and two together.
develop.
Develop. Develop a good relationship. What is that for? Number one.
Arriving.
Arriving for what?
First one.
No. So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to write them over here on this side. Number one. Put two and two together. Number two, showing up. Seven, on neutral. Neutral ground. Telling them apart. And nine, form the closed bond. And then we have B, arriving. C, developed a good relationship. D, knowing who is who. G, figure something out. And I, at a place neither person knows well.
Um, 8 with D.
8 with D. Yes, 8 with D is correct. All right. 8D. Cool, cool. Andres, can you see it now? I mean, sorry, Ismael, can you see it now? Ismael?
Night with C.
9 with C. Okay, yes.
What's wrong, teacher?
Oh, I put bond. It's supposed to be bond with a D.
Bond.
Bond.
What's bond?
A bond is a relationship or a connection. Bond. I have a good bond with my sisters. I have a good relationship with my sisters.
Okay.
All right, so very good. We have 3 more. All right, let's find them. Put 2 and 2 together. Friends, put 2 and 2 together.
E.
E is not an option. E or I?
I. Sorry.
I for number 1?
Yes.
No.
I don't have any.
All right, let's see.
What's ground, teacher?
Round, like the floor. Let's see, put two and two together, showing up, showing up, showing up.
I with 7.
I with 7. Okay, very good.
Arriving with 2.
Arriving with 2, yes. And put two and two together is
Is G.
G. Figure something out. Yes, when you put two and two together, this is a very common expression with crazy men and women when they are investigating. They are investigating, and maybe they are doing something about. The woman is looking information for about her boyfriend, and she sees, oh, okay, you like all her pictures, okay, and then she goes on the cell phone, oh, you're texting, oh, okay, and vice versa. The man can also see, oh, you like all his pictures, and oh, you're texting him, and you put two and two together, one, two together. It's like a puzzle. You figure it out. You discover something new. And like I said, this is a very common expression when you are being a detective, right? When you're being crazy, or in this case, you are finding your sister. So please, if you have your book, write these down. Number 1 is G. Number 2 is B. 3A. 4E. 5G. 6F. 7I. 8D. And 9C. Any questions?
No.
Okay. Oh my gosh. It's late. It's late o'clock. Okay. Andres, Ismael, Jackie, I need you to, if you don't have a book, take a picture of these questions.
I tell to smile.
Oh, no. One moment. I'm going to put you together. One moment. All right. Ismael, do you have the picture already?
Yeah.
Jackie and Yasmin, you ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So look at this. Number 2, speaking and writing, family stories. Do you have an amazing story to tell about your family? Discuss the questions. What's your family's background and history? Okay, so basically the background is all of the important things that happened in the past about your family. Like, where is your family from? What did they do for work? Where do they live? Where did they come from? You know, maybe are they Aztecs? Are they Mayans? You know, that can be a good one. And does your family have an interesting story? Okay, tell an interesting story. It can be about anything. It can be about relationships, or it can be about um, maybe they were poor but now they are rich, or maybe they were rich and now they are poor, etc. You know, don't don't think of an interesting story like, oh, my uncle went to war and killed 20 ninjas and cut the dragon's head. You know, not that kind of story. You know, usually you will be surprised, guys. You know, everybody is interesting. Everybody. You know, you just if you talk about yourself, things that happen to you, then it will be interesting. So just say anything that's real. How did your parents meet? Okay, did they meet in the same city? Did they meet in another place? How about your grandparents? Maybe you don't know about your grandparents. I don't know about my grandparents. Um, but where did they meet? In school, in the streets, at work? Okay. And is there anyone in your family you don't see very often? Why? Okay. I don't see my mom or my dad because they live in the United States, etc., etc. Or maybe I don't see my aunt because she lives in Thailand, etc., etc. And has your family ever had a family reunion? You know, where all the family gets together, a big reunion. And what was it like? Was it a disaster? Was it fun? Was it boring? Are you close to one particular member of your family? For example, I am very close to one of my cousins. Her name is Donna. I usually go out to eat with her. I talk to her about other problems, etc. And how did you become close? You know, what happened? Why are you close? And maybe it can be your mom or your dad. Why are you close? All right. So you're about to have a discussion for about 6 or 7 minutes, and then we are going to finish the class. So I'm going to put you in a breakout room. Okay, please go to your breakout room and discuss those questions. Be interesting, talk, ask questions. Um, you know, that's gonna be all for today. You know, like I said, tomorrow we are gonna begin. Well, we're gonna finish this lesson. It's only gonna take maybe 30 minutes to finish, and then we're going to review. Okay, so please try to be early tomorrow so we can finish everything. All right, because Monday we have the exam. Okay, units 4, 5, and 6. So right now, your homework is
Nothing.
page 48 in the workbook, and also to check the lessons in the student book. All right, check the lessons in the student book, unit 4, 5, and 6. Tell me which ones are difficult, and we will pay more attention to those. All right?
Okay.
All right. Well,